Well, there's so many people to thank for to put this day together for us to go live and then to be able to do the uninterrupted Lest We Forget broadcast here at the Warplane Heritage Museum. One of them is sitting beside me, Nanish Kotak from Kotak Law, who is a valuable contributor to both of these specials. And because this is Remembrance Day is important to you. You've been involved with us for the past 5 years, and now 2 different organizations for veterans, Wounded Warriors, and the new one is the Boots on the Ground Foundation. What is Boots on the Ground?
Right, so, Boots on the Ground was formed in 2018, and it was formed on the basis that, with the knowledge that trauma-exposed first responders have a much greater risk of mental illness, post-traumatic stress disorder. And what it is really, it's manned by or person by first responders 24/7. So it's a call-in if they have mental health-related issues. And first responders, meaning police, fire, ambulance, correctional officers, as well as 911 operators and civilian personnel as well in these organizations, can call in and get the support and the referrals they need. So, it's a new organization. They're starting to spread across the country, in fact, as well.
What's the connection? Is there any connection to Wounded Warriors?
No, they're different organizations. Wounded Warriors Canada has been around really since the war in Afghanistan. It's much bigger. And interestingly, Wounded Warriors Canada was initially for our veterans and for the families and actually serving soldiers. But over time, it actually works with various organizations, especially first responders, and provides programs for families, for children, for spouses, really anyone who is involved in an occupation where they're trauma exposed, where they're seeing injuries, they're seeing death, they're seeing crisis. And they have camps for children, and they do seminars for organizations and one-on-one to help those who have been trauma exposed, and primarily for our first responders and our veterans. An amazing organization, and they keep adapting to do more and more services.
What have you seen from the time that you've been involved with, well, the Boots on the Ground is a new organization, but even your involvement with Wounded Warriors that goes back almost 10 years.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I started supporting them, I believe it was 2015. I would bring 1,000 troops, veterans and cadets to a hockey game, professional hockey game with the Brampton Beast. And they were the first group that I had sponsored, and I've seen a lot of growth. They've expanded really, obviously throughout the nation, helping individuals who are trauma exposed. And, I think they're really a key mental health service provider, and they started out with very humble beginnings during the war in Afghanistan. They've done a great job.
You always bring a special guest with you.
I have brought a special guest.
Can we bring him in here? This is your son, Aaron. Good morning, Aaron. Hello.
Come over here.
Hi, Aaron. Because you've been coming here for 5 years, and Aaron was about that tall.
Yes.
He's sprouted out. Why is it important to always bring your son, Aaron?
You know what? I tell you this. I want to instill in my children, I think people should do this, really core values of our Canadian history. And one of that is the sacrifice of our veterans over the course of really centuries, particularly in World War I and World War II. And I think it's important that our children learn this. I mean, they get lessons in school about it, but it's important, I think, as individual parents to actually teach our children, look, this is who sacrificed for us, and this is why we have the freedoms that we do today. There's a lot of turmoil in this world. There's a lot of turmoil in our country sometimes too, right? But teaching them core Canadian values is very important, and that's what I do for Aaron and my other children.
Yeah, do you look forward to coming always, Aaron?
Always.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, it's great to see you, and can't wait to next year to see. You're probably going to be taller than Dad, to be totally honest.
He's pretty close now, yeah.
Great to see you both, and again, we always appreciate the support that you give to Morning Live for this special program, and then for Lest We Forget later this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Nanish Kotak from Kotak Law and his son Aaron on set with us this morning.